One of them said, I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son. Now, wait a minute. These were three men. They just showed up. He was nice to them. He offered them food and rest. They got refreshed. But then one of the men told him, I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son. So that was actually the Lord that was talking to him. And sometimes people question, do you really hear God? Can you really hear God? Well, this is proof that you actually can. This was God actually talking to Abraham. God was talking to Abraham. So he actually came to Abraham in human form. So this was an instance where God came to Abraham in human form. So he could actually see him in a human body. So in the Old Testament, God spoke to people in many ways through words, audible or internal, appearances, dreams, and visions. So, and that is still the same on today. Those are still, because I know that I have heard from God in an audible voice. And so he does still appear. He can speak to you in your dreams. He can still speak to you in visions. He often used prophets as his representatives. Later, God sent Jesus in the flesh to reveal himself more clearly. But here Abraham was visited by three men, and in talking with them, he recognized the voice of God in the conversation. So if he did not know God, if he did not understand who God was, he would not have been able to recognize him through that conversation. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people get caught up on. If you don't spend time with God, then it's impossible to even recognize his voice, because you can be hearing the enemy's voice, or you can be hearing your own conscience in your mind. But if you know the voice of God, if you understand him and understand his likeness, you will know when he is speaking to you, because he is not going to tell you to do something that you shouldn't be doing, or speaking negative things in your mind. But if you get to know him, you will recognize him in that conversation. And the three may have been two angels and God.